Thank you for joining us today. This EKB SCiNiTO AI training workshop. And my name is Reza. I'll be your host for today. And I am joined by Fereshteh Falla, who is the product manager of SCiNiTO AI, and who will be answering some of your questions in the chat function and also in the Q&A section of Zoom, should you have any questions as we move through this workshop. Today, we are going to be taking a general look at SCiNiTO AI, its features, how they can help the research workflow, and finally get to the live demo, which is mostly the point of this workshop. And there you will be able to see a hands-on look of two of SCiNiTO's features for this week. So, to begin, I'll give you a quick introduction as to who we are. We are Notion Wave, a long-term partner of EKB since 2016 to be specific, offering various services and products, bringing AI to academic spaces and providing research tools to further enhance researchers and their capabilities and competencies. SCiNiTO AI is the new product that we'd like to introduce to you today and kickstart this series of training workshops for EKB AI. So let us begin by taking a very quick look at our agenda for the day. First off, I'll give you a quick introduction as to what SCiNiTO AI is and what it is designed to do. Then we'll take a slightly closer look at what and how many features it has, and we'll take a general look at all the features, but our main focus for today will be the smart search and the AI chat, as this is the basic webinar, and we'd love for you to join us in 2 weeks' time for the advanced workshop, where we'll take a look at the rest of the features as well. But after that, we'll take a look at the live demo. I'll be giving you a live demo of SCiNiTO AI, its various features, at least the ones we're focused on, and how they work, what abilities they do, and how you can use them. Finally, we'll try and answer however many questions we can, given our time limit today. So make sure to type your questions in the Q&A function here in Zoom for easier visibility for us at our end, and we'll try and get to as many as we can. So let's begin. Let's begin with what SCiNiTO is. SCiNiTO is an AI-powered research platform and assistant. It has more than 270 million scholarly works indexed, over 62 million of which are open access. It is built on OpenAlex, which gives very trusted results. It is designed to help you with every step of the research workflow, be it the initial steps where you're trying to find research gaps in your topic and what you want to work on, to literature review, data collection and analysis, reviewing, all the way to even recommending some journals based on your work, its title, abstract, or the entire manuscript, so you can get some recommendations as to what journals might fit your work best. You can have all of this in a single platform, which means that you don't have to have 3 different apps running and 12 different browser tabs open, and you can have everything in one place efficiently with even more collaboration tools, so you can be quicker and more expedient in your research work. So long definition short, it's a platform where scholarly work and AI come together to help the researcher and to help them expedite their work and make everything more efficient. But don't worry, at no point does SCiNiTO AI help you write your research. It is not a writing tool. It is not designed to take over the researcher's role. It is simply there to help you, because we care about academic integrity very much so, and we would like to not interfere with the creative process and only help with things that can save time. So that is SCiNiTO. Let's take a look at some of its features and give you just a quick explanation on them before jumping into the live demo. But SciNiTO has a smart search, which helps you quickly find the exact academic content you might be looking for from a very vast database. This can take days or weeks to do so, and you're not usually just looking for one article, one book chapter, you're looking for many to be able to build upon. So by using filters and advanced search capabilities in SciNiTO, that process will be made a lot easier for you, as you will also see today in action. Next up is the AI chat. The AI chat is one of SciNiTO's most powerful features. We'll again be taking a closer look at it today, but it is your research-trained assistant, if you want to call it that. It can give you accurate, correctly referenced answers. It can summarize data. It can compare findings between articles or scholarly work, and it can even create tables and graphs for you for better visualization of what you're looking for. The AI chat has many different functionalities, one of which is the deep search option. That, while taking a little bit more time, it can look through hundreds of references and give you very detailed research plan and summary of what you've asked it, which can save hours and hours and more work for you. You can also focus it, so it's not a general chatbot that just looks through everything. First off, at its base, it looks through scientific material, but you can even focus that down further by giving it or telling it certain specific things to focus on and only look through those. Next up is a reviewer. By uploading your manuscript, you can get a full pre-review of whether your work is clear, it is structured well, how its quality is, if the results reflect the findings, if your references are correct, and so on and so forth. And it can also give you the journal recommendation I was talking about. So you could potentially find what journals might fit your work the best. Which is also what the journal recommendation system does. And that is there because if you do not want to upload your manuscript anywhere, while SciNiTO is completely safe and secure and your work will not be used in anything, be it AI training or becoming a part of the database, while it is secure, you might not want to upload it anywhere, and that is completely fine. But with the journal recommendation system, you can just put in the title and the abstract, and based on that, you will get journal recommendations as well. Next up is the PDF analysis. You can upload any PDF file that you might have at your disposal, and you can then ask the AI to give you summaries, to answer your questions about it, whatever your PDF file might be. It doesn't have to be a scientific article. It can be anything. Maybe your professor sent it to you. Maybe you found it somewhere and downloaded it. It will be analyzed for you, and you can work with it much faster and easier than just reading through it and taking notes. Finally, there are some collaboration tools, projects and notes. They will help you keep all of your research organized, and they include notes and bookmarks, and even the ability to add collaborators to your project and research. Now, all of these features are designed to help the research workflow. You might be wondering why, and today we'll see some of it. But to give you a short explanation as well, even from the beginning steps of research, which may be identifying your research gap and what you want to focus on, what hasn't been worked on too much and would be redundant to work on, that can be difficult and time-consuming to find out because you would have to scan very large volumes of literature and scholarly work to be able to do that. SciNiTO, with both its smart search and its AI chat, whether quick questions from it or a deep search on the entire topic, can save you a lot of that time. You can far more easily find your research gap, which I'll actually give you an example from myself today, how I found a research gap that I plan to work on for my master's thesis. We'll take a look at that in the live demo as well. But even in conducting your literature review, the AI chat can help you, the PDF analysis can help you to design your study, plan your research methodology. Once again, the AI chat, its deep search capabilities can help you. And the collaboration tools, the projects, the notes, they can help everything stay organized from the start all the way to the end. So all of your research is not scattered, all of your sources are not scattered, and they're all in one place. There are many, many other uses for each of these features. But since the live demo is more fun and you can get a hands-on look, we'll actually go ahead and jump into that. So I'm going to give you a live demo of this. Once again, for today, we will, as this is the basic workshop, we'll take a full look at Smart Search and AI chat capabilities. But for the other features, such as the reviewer, PDF analysis, recommendation, projects notes, all of that, if they sound interesting to you, make sure to join us next week, November 12th, not next week, apologies, 2 weeks from now, November 12th, for our advanced training workshop. We'll take a look at all of those features as well. So please give me one moment to pull up SciNiTO, and I can show you everything. So just one moment. All right, so you might be wondering, just to start with, how you can access SciNiTO. Now, for our dear EKB users, all of the features that I've listed and talked about so far and the features that we'll be taking a look at are available to you. You simply need to just sign in to SciNiTO with your EKB credentials. There are 3 different very easy ways to access SciNiTO, which I'll show you now. So first off, you can just come to ekb.scinito.ai, just put that in your address bar in your browser, and you'll be taken to this page. And from here, as you can see, there are things telling you to sign in, and you will not have access to like the recommendation tool or all the other tools. However, if you simply click up here, sign in with EKB. All right, and we direct it to EKB. And here, you'll be redirected here. You can put in your email address from your university, your credentials for EKB, and just press sign in. And once you do, you will be signed in, redirected back to SciNiTO, and you will be logged in. As you can see, if I go to the recommendation now, I have complete access. No limitations, nothing. Even if you do not sign in, you will have no limitations on the search and AI chat queries. You can use those however many times you wish, but we do recommend signing in for all the other features, as well as your ability to potentially join our newsletter if you wish, to keep an eye out for more of these workshops, more of these interactive things that we'll be holding in the future as well. So that's one way. Another way is going directly to the EKB website. From here, you can actually find SciNiTO as well. If you go to sources, English sources, scroll down just a little bit. As these load in, you should be able to find SciNiTO right here. You can read about it, and there's a direct link down here as well. If you're already logged into the EKB website, by pressing this, you'll be redirected to SciNiTO, and you will automatically be logged in if you just press the sign in with like EKB button, and that should be fine. One final way, if you find yourself using the EKB journal management system and looking through all these journals, you can also find each article in these journals in SciNiTO as well, and you'll be redirected there. So if you just click on this one, for example, any of these will be included and will be redirected to the actual website. Excuse my internet for today, it's a little slow, but will be redirected in a moment. Well, not spend too much of your time here. Once this loads in, you can see a button on every article that just talks about, that just says view in SciNiTO. And if you press that easily, oh, there we go. You'll be redirected to SciNiTO. This was not a great example, but long story short, many different ways to access SciNiTO and many different ways to sign into it, so you can have complete access to all of the features and use them at your disposal. So without further ado, let's actually, once now you know how to access everything, let's take a look at the various capabilities. For today, at least, the search, smart search, and AI chat. So we're back in SciNiTO. I'm signed in, everything's good to go, and I am, as you can see, in the search tab, right? Now, as you can see, at a base, it's bringing more than 270 million results. Obviously, we don't want to look through all those, and you want to start researching something, anything. I'll just put in a very basic search for it, biochemistry, just to start maybe my day wanting to look through some articles, book chapters, books, and try and find something. Now, this is already limited it to 204,000, but that's still thousands and thousands of works that I have to look through. This is where the various filtering capabilities come very handy. I might not have an interest in all of the literature available on biochemistry. I only want to see everything, for example, in the past 5 years. You can limit that to the last 2 years, last 10 years, or any other years that you may wish. And as we can see, it's already starting to narrow down the results and help us be way more efficient in looking through everything. But 25,000 is still a lot. For example, I only want to see everything put out by Harvard University on this matter, on this topic. So I just search Harvard in the organization tab, I click on it, it automatically filters only Harvard University's work done on biochemistry. 158 results, still a lot, but way less than 200,000. And this continues. You can add any keywords that you might be looking for specifically, so they can be included in the filters. You can focus down a country or region. If you're looking for a certain country's work done on a specific topic, that might be what your research is about, so you can limit that. You can pick any of the languages available here and see the work in those languages, as they will potentially be available as well. You can limit by article type. For example, I don't want to see reviews here or books. I only want to see articles. So I just click on article, I limit this further, goes down from 158 to 130. I can continue to do this by putting the name of an author if I know one and if I want to see their work. I can limit it to the publisher as well, and to the venue, to sustainable development goals. For example, if we click good health and well-being here, there should be some results about that. So 29 in total, right? Finally, if you only want the open access content, you can press this. But for your information, our EKB users have in SciNiTO complete access to all of EKB's subscriptions to the various journals that they're subscribed to as well. So it's not just SciNiTO's OpenAlex database, it is also everything that EKB is subscribed to. And those will be at your disposal, and you can use those in the search function and also in the AI chat function and so on and so forth. So do keep that in mind for EKB users. So with bunch of those filters that I've applied, and we've taken a look through. We've gone down from 200,000 results on biochemistry to 24, right? And furthermore, you can also apply some operators on this. For example, if I want to see biochemistry, but I do not want to see anything on COVID, I just come here, do this. There are other operators as well. Apply that, and it will just put that in as an advanced search for you, and a result has disappeared. So COVID has now been excluded from our search. You can sort these by relevance or citation or year as well. You can download this list just as a list for your viewing later if you wish. You can remove and add other filters and so on and so forth. So you can narrow down and save a lot of time on how your workflow is, how before it might take hours and hours to do all of this. Now it might end up being more efficient. So now that we've done a search, we've potentially found something that we're interested in. We can get a bunch of information about it just through these cards, through these results that it brings up. First off, we can see, if I click see more here, we can see the abstract of this work, and we can see everything that's available just in the abstract, and we can see all the authors, we can see the year that it was published in, the type of article it is, as we limited it to just articles, and it is open access. You can see the institutions, publisher, UI, and we can redirect you to its source, the language, the country as well as many of the keywords. So if you've already limited to some of these, you'll see them here. And if you haven't, you can further your research by just looking through these keywords as well. There are other capabilities here. You can download citations of this specific work. You can search this article in Google, and you can add notes to it. And also you can bookmark it. But the notes and bookmark, once again, are features that we'll talk about in a couple of weeks in our advanced workshop. There's a button here called Explore This with AI. And funnily enough, we will explore that in a moment once we take a look at the AI chat. But if we also click, we will be directed to the actual page for this article. And here, we'll be able to see some more information. All the information I already said is available. Its link to its actual website is available, and also various links as well if it's anywhere else. Also, if the PDF is directly available, there will be a button here telling you that you can view the PDF. Let me actually see if I can find one that allows me to do that. Just take a look at this second one here, potentially. Yep. So as we can see, there's a view PDF option. If I click on it, it's probably going to take a bit to load because it's a whole article. So I will make you wait for that. But the PDF will load here. I can download it. I can use it however I wish. And that's that. As easy as that. That's only for open access ones, obviously, but very handy thing to have at your disposal. Furthermore, you can see down here the various citations and other works that have cited this specific article, and you can look through those for more related information. You can see the references of this article, so its sources potentially and what it's referenced, and you can look through those. And also you will be given just a few related works from SciNiTO itself from among its database that you might find interesting if you're exploring a topic further and further. Now, that was the Smart Search, all its various abilities. We will now actually move over to the AI chat. The AI chat, once again, being one of SciNiTO's more and most powerful features, will give you many tools to work with. Now, as you can see, we're here. This is a chatbot that You can ask it anything, and you can ask it in various different ways. I can ask it a quick question, tell it to summarize whatever information it has on a topic that I'm interested in, and it'll look through as quickly as it can, and it'll find whatever I asked it and provide everything it can in the shortest amount of time possible. Now, I might, continue that chat, ask it further questions, which I'll actually show you right here. I asked it, because I don't want to make you wait for it to, answer me all this. As you can see, the scroll bar here, it's pretty thorough. And I've actually asked this chat follow-up questions that I want to show you as well. So I said, tell me the latest developments in precision and personalized medicine, as medicine seems to be moving towards those directions. It starts to give me a summary. It can draw various different graphs for me, and continues giving me as much information as it can, summarizes things in tables, and every piece of information that it does bring up, it doesn't just look through the internet or anywhere general. It looks through its database, right? It's pretty in-depth and vast database. And everything it writes, it will actually link and reference for you. So this table, this section of it is linked. I can go check this article. If it's open access, I can probably just access it, view the PDF. If it's not, it might be included in subscriptions or it might not, but it gives me very helpful quick links and references. So I both know that its information is based on credible sources, and I also can view those credible sources without having to open another tab, go through Google, look for it, find it, download it, etc. Now, gave me a whole lot of information here that you can, spend way less time reading through that. Even tell it to summarize it further for you if that seems too long. But all of those will save much more time than just reading through all articles by yourself, right? It'll also give you all of its references at the end, all of the sources that it looked through. And you can make this a project, which we'll take a look at in a couple of weeks. You can copy all this information with the same formatting and just take it to a Word document or something and save it there. Look through its sources, so on and so forth. And usually there will be another chat here where you can ask it further questions. So I asked it to give me a table for the main findings and developments of each year on this topic, starting from 2020. And it did just that. It listed everything from 2020 all the way down to 2025. And I can even further customize this and tell it to include all the columns I just want. I gave it a general prompt. Prompting does end up being very important when it comes to working with AI chat. And as for that, I actually do recommend checking out some of our AI Academy workshops. The recording is available on our YouTube channel as well. So you can get a better and more in-depth understanding on AI prompting as well. But it's generated this table for me. It's explained it further, come up with another table, a more concise one, its sources, references, and I can continue this however much I want and go down a rabbit hole of research that I've done for myself so I can reach whatever conclusion I wish. I told it to also give me a graph indicating how each bit of research and development led to the next one and how it became possible. And it did just that. It gave me the graph with all the years and it explained further and further. And I can just continue down this as much as I want and as much as I have time for to be able to narrow down the information I specifically need, especially in a day and age where a lot of information is available. So that is just a quick search. It's pretty in-depth. You can work with it yourself as well. There are also specific questions for it that you can put in, or like trending questions and recommendations. Also, you may wish to have it still not be as general as I just showed you, and you might want to limit everything to more recent work or a specific country or venue. You might want to exclude preprints out of that, and you might only want to look through open access content. you don't want to look through the abstracts that are available on non-open access content. So you can come here, filter this further, so it's not just looking through absolutely everything. That is the quick search. Next up, there's this button down here for deep search or deep research on any topic. This to generate a pretty in-depth and detailed answer for you does take more time, anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, give or take. But you don't have to wait for it, you know, and the whole thing is about saving time. So you can let it run, you can go do your other work, and once it's done, SciNiTO will actually just send you an automatic email telling you that your deep search is done. So I don't want to make you all wait here in our session, so I've actually prepared a deep search as well. So I asked it to give me to review the latest research on precision and personalized medicine, but also to analyze the trajectory of further research in the future on this topic. Overall, down here it says it took 24 minutes, but it aggregated over 700 unique sources, unique papers from all sources, and it aggregated all of that and gave me this answer, which you can see from the scroll bar probably is very, very in-depth. I can see the various steps it took and wrote for me here. I can see its summary. I can read through this, see if it's actually helpful to me, if it includes what I'm looking for, based on the database that is available. You'll look through the research plan that it's given me, all the recommendations it's made me, the scope of it, potentially what methodology it recommends, and expected deliverables, and so on and so forth, all the way down to potential limitations and risks when it comes to that. But that was just the summary that we clicked up there to show the various steps. It goes into much further detail, and it generates everything for you from an introduction with context and background, to research objectives, the scope, literature review and analysis. And once again, it doesn't write a literature review for you. This isn't a write my research tool, right? Academic integrity, very important. This is to help you be able to find information and summarize very large chunks of information much quicker and much more efficiently. I can scroll through all of this and read whatever parts that might be interesting to me, the discussion, the conclusions and recommendations it has for me, as well as its references as well. And I can also continue this to ask related questions that are available as well. If you don't know specifically what to ask yourself, and I can continue down and use this however I wish for my research. So those were the quick and deep research capabilities of the AI chat of SciNiTO, as well as the filters. There's one more thing here which I'd like to show you. There is, for example, you want to compare 2, 3, 4 articles together or book chapters together, or you want the AI chat to focus on one specific work that you found, or you've made a project before and you have some bookmarks here and you want to only look through these and ask it questions through these. The quick search, for example, will not come in handy for you here. However, if you click on that Add Sources button down here and come here, you can search for whatever works that you found before or you've bookmarked before with this other tab, and you can select them, press OK, and ask whatever question you want. The AI chat will limit its scope and searching capabilities only through those and the information or the sources you've told it to, and it will give you a much more concise and focused answer to your various questions. So that is the smart search function, as well as the AI chat function, with all their various capabilities. Obviously, we recommend you come and work with SciNiTO yourself, as you can explore many different uses for it through your own work. Everyone's situation in their research and academic journey is different, so we do absolutely recommend you visit SciNiTO, log in with your EKB credentials, and have access to all of this and look through as much as you want. So that actually brings us to the end of the demo. So if you were to give me a few moments, I would like to tell you about our AI for Research Training Network and Advocate program. Now, there are 2 tracks in this program, and you can either become a trainer or you can look to become an advocate. Now, what that means is that we are looking for various university professors and researchers who can actually actively promote the use of AI ethically for research tools and research that are offered by NotionWave to EKB. And not just SciNiTO AI. Again, this was the first one we wanted to introduce you in this series of workshops. And we're not even done introducing SciNiTO AI yet. So in a couple of weeks, we'll continue that. But we will have other various products which will be represented and presented later in the future in this workshop series. And in the chat right now, actually, it will be posted by my colleagues. You can find the application forms to either become a trainer or an advocate for the AI for Research Training Network and Advocate program. So make sure to look at those for more detailed information. And once you apply, our team will reach out to you to provide more information and get you onboarded as soon as possible. Also, generally, make sure to follow us at EKB NotionWave on various socials, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and make sure to join the WhatsApp channel as well for more detailed information, not only on the training network and advocate program, but also on all things NotionWave, EKB NotionWave, and subscribe to our newsletter on our website for future webinars, future workshops, and many other things that we hope to continue doing with EKB and with AI as time goes. That does bring us to the end of today's workshop. Thank you very much for joining us and for your time, for your questions, for your participation. We're proud to be a part of Egypt's journey towards research excellence, and we hope that SciNiTO AI is one of the many steps towards that goal. Thank you, good luck, and see you in the next one.